Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Another beer review, another new brewery on the channel. Love it. Laughing Monk Brewery. I think they're in San Francisco. Is that correct? Dun, 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 dun. I'm pretty sure it's San Francisco. SFCA, yeah. Courtesy of my man Pete. I appreciate you, sir. Pete sent me a little care package of NorCal goodies. I'm always blown away by generosity of people. You are awesome, amigo. This is, I'm a fan of the name of this. This is Sister Hazel IPA, or Hazy IPA, and it says All For You right on the label. That song, All For You by Sister Hazel. It's a tasty little lick. It's from high school. I'm dating myself, I guess. All For You was, what was that? My junior year of high school, I think? Somewhere around there. It's hard to say what it is I see in you. 6.7% alcohol by volume. Another hashtag Team Low ABV beer. Love it. This was canned on November, this is a little smudged, November 18th. So we are right at about a month old. Today's March 15th, 14th. 14th. So yeah, right under a month old. Never had anything from Laughing Monk. I don't know anything about them. I should have done some research before then, but you know what? That wouldn't be any fun. We wouldn't sound like a complete idiot when we're talking about beer if we did some research ahead of time. Using our Answer Ninja's Layer glass, because Dragon's Lair is amazing, and so is the Answer and Black Ninja. Let's give this one a go, see what it's got. It looks hazy pouring out. Not crazy hazy, but just like kind of like that foggy, like that Humble Sea beer that we just reviewed. We literally just reviewed that. Does this say anything else on here? Limited release can, Simcoe Mosaic and Hellertau Blanc. I've had some beers with Hellertau Blanc. I'm not a beer expert when it comes to that hop. I love Simcoe and I love Mosaic, so I'm sure I will love this beer. So again, with this one, it's that beautiful, just kind of, it looks almost exactly like the Humble Sea beer we just drank. It's hazy, but it's not like thick pop cum. It's like, this reminds me of like a Hefeweizen. Solid finger and a half of bright white head, tight packed bubbles. It looks amazing in that glassware. So, yeah, if this is for some reason the first review you've ever seen of mine, I'm a big fan of single IPAs. I've said it before in other videos. I think people are really big on like double and triple IPAs, and I enjoy those too. But I love low ABV beers. I like session IPAs. I like single IPAs. Beers that are under 7% are just something I'm a big fan of. So if you're a fan of those too, we could drink these together and enjoy them. So let's go ahead and shove our nose in it. Ooh, there's lots of Mosaic in that. This like brings me back to like, this almost smells like shit. What was the Toppling beer? That was from like 3 or 4 years ago. Their Mosaic beer that was awesome. It was one of the first times I smelled like blueberry in Mosaic. The berry note is here in this beer. What the fuck was the name of that beer? That's gonna bug me. Sosis. I don't know if Toppling still makes that beer. I don't know if it's still good, but there was a time, 2015, 2016-ish, that beer was absolute fire. This is reminding me of that. It's that cool berry note. There's also some like underlying citrus in this. And it's got this cool like earthy thing going on, and I don't know if it's from the yeast that they use, but again, this is another beer that's sub 7% that's explosively aromatic, and it smells fantastic. It's got a cool tropical fruity thing. There's some stone fruits in there. But it also has like, I think I mentioned in the last, I don't want to say like piney, grassy. It's that, but it doesn't smell like old school, super pungent like that. It just kind of gives you that underlying cool, like old school, classic West Coast kind of thing. There's a little bit of like a bready, crackery thing. And I think that kind of balances out like the fruitiness that you're getting. It still smells like beer. It doesn't just smell like juice. It smells great. It smells awesome. So let's taste it. Pete, cheers. The Golden Tea Machine to my right shows great shots, and I just watched a replay of a hole-in-one that I had, and I forgot that I did that. It was fucking awesome. This beer is great. Wow. That Mosaic is so present in this. So we talked about smelling like berry. There is like this cool berry note. Whether it's I say blueberry, and I remember when Eric used to review beers. Hi, Eric. I don't know if you still watch these, but I miss you, bro. Eric was talking about in a review long time ago that the berry note is like a fake thing that people say they taste and smell, and I'm here to say that that's bullshit. I think he was one of the first people I talked to about like smelling and tasting berry from Mosaic. That's definitely there. It's got this cool, sweet, like blueberry thing, and I love that about Mosaic. If you've never like tasted or smelled berry in a Mosaic beer, next time you drink a beer that says there's Mosaic in it, like if there's a label that says Mosaic, look for that. See if you smell it or taste it, because it's there on that. But there's also that cool tropical fruity, sweet citrus tangerine. There's like a stone fruity peachy apricot-y thing with this, which is awesome. And that kind of grassy earthy thing that we were smelling, it's there, but I can't, it's weird. Like I taste it, but I couldn't pinpoint it until like say exactly what it is. It just reminds me of like something that's vegetal, but it's not overpowering. This is definitely like hop juicy, like fruity forward, but you get that cool vegetal green hoppy thing, and not green like it's intense, like too whatever young. We've made fun of that and made glassware about it's too green, but it's like you definitely get like a cool, think of like I've said it before, like when you buy like a bunch of tomatoes and you can smell like the tomato vines, it's got that kind of faint green thing in the background. But again, this beer is super drying, and that cool crusty white bready thing on the finish of that just balances it. It makes it to where it's not like this dainty little juice bomb. Like it's beer, but you're tasting the fruits from the hops. This is another winner. Like this beer is killer. I love sub 7% beers, and maybe it's just me being biased with that, and I'm like, oh yeah, this one's awesome too, but I would sit at a bar and drink this all day long, so long as I'm 6 feet away from someone and they don't cough on me. I'm totally kidding. What a fucking weird world that we're living in right now. But yeah, this, again, another, like, this is my first impression of Laughing Monk. This is fucking awesome. Have you guys had Laughing Monk? How come I've not heard of this brewery? It said they were established in 2016, so they've been around for 4 years. I don't know. I've never even had anyone like hit me up like, hey, have you ever had this? I mean, San Francisco, between this, I mean, Cellar Makers there, like they're San Francisco's in a weird spot, like with people right now. And the last time I was up there was kind of sketch, but I mean, if you're up in the Bay Area, I would say go to Laughing Monk and drink all their beer. Like, this is fantastic. What an awesome first impression. This is great, Pete. You're awesome for sending this. I mean, I would put this in, I mean, when it comes to single IPAs, this is one of the better beers I've had in a long time. Like, this is in that world-class thing. This is something I would drink over and over. If I could get cans of these beers where I was, I would buy all of them and have them in my fridge all the time. So it behooves you to seek out Laughing Monk if you've never had them. And like, thankfully for me, people like Pete make that happen. Now I've tried that, and now I know that I want more Laughing Monk beer. And I have to go up, well, I don't know what the baseball season is going to do, but I'm supposed to go to a Giants game in July, so maybe I'll be able to check out Laughing Monk while I'm up there. Who knows? We'll see. So we'll stop rambling. That was Sister Hazel Hazy IPA. That's all for you. If you guys have had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Pete, I know I said it 100 times in this video, but I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much for sharing this. And I'm out of here. See you guys very soon. Wash your hands. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the views so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't